recall, the teacher had to flee, and he's still in hiding under police protection. Luckily, he hasn't ended up like Samuel Paty, the French teacher who was beheaded for having a similar discussion in a classroom about free speech. You see, free speech is essential for any society wishing to maintain intellectual and social progress. But not all societies are bothered about intellectual and social progress. Should we be silenced by the demands of Mufti Pandor and Sharia law? Should we sacrifice our freedom of speech? Should we sacrifice the free and open exchange of ideas? Should we sacrifice the cultural inheritance of which we are all custodians? But back to the bad news days in Kirklees and the playground incident in 2018. There was also Kirklees councillor Masood Ahmed.
I'm not aware of there's a problem at the school. That's something I was need to find out in terms of that if there is a problem at the school, and that is something I will definitely be picking up.
Now, some of you may remember this.
Michael is going to explain what's going to happen next, right?
You're being arrested?
I
am being arrested.
Causing a breach of peace.
I've caused a breach of peace. I'm being arrested.
But the content of what you're
Can we just say
streaming...
The content of what I'm streaming, I'm being arrested for breach of peace. I'm being arrested for breach of peace. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. Can you get me a solicitor? Can you get me a solicitor?
Can you just turn off your live feed?
Can you get me a solicitor?
Turn off your live feed, please.
Yeah?
Do you understand what I'm
Sorry, can you still explain it again? What does that mean? What does that mean? At the same time as this playground spat between two young lads, 20 Huddersfield men were being jailed across Yorkshire at Leeds Crown Court for what would be the biggest grooming gang Britain has ever seen. Ultimately, 35 almost exclusively Muslim men would be given 380 years in prison for grooming, trafficking and raping young children, most of whom were known to Councillor Pandor's Kirklees Council. Mufti Pandor travelled for half an hour to rabble-rouse a gang outside the school gates over this playground incident, when within a couple of mile radius in Batley, police have arrested a further 99 men in relation to historic sex crimes. So far, 32 have been charged, including one Ibrahim Pandor, 41 of Batley. That makes it the highest destination of grooming gang arrests anywhere in the UK. We Googled to see what Mufti Pandor has said about these grooming gang atrocities. Nothing. We Googled to see what Councillor Masood Ahmed's condemnation. Nothing. In fact, we can't find the condemnation from the Mufti's brother either, Councillor Shabir Pandor, leader of the council. Just one statement from him, reported in June 2019, telling the National Working Group, Child Sexual Exploitation Response Unit, that his authority had moved forward. That's it. They've moved on. Never mind grooming gangs, gang rape of young children. All these men seem to be far more concerned about what happened in a playground at Almbury Community School, or about cartoons of their prophet, Muhammad. I think I now realise how difficult this is going to be, because everyone we spoke to today, they're all confirming what I said was true. Everyone's confirming what Jamal was like, including school staff. But as soon as I mention this camera, as soon as I mention court, I need someone to come to court, they just totally silence straight away. No one can have said that. No one can have said this. You jump in, it's raining. But I'm realising how difficult it's going to be, but I have got an idea for that now, after today. So, but first stop McDonald's, yeah? Let's go to McDonald's, because I'm starving. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I see you on YouTube.
Yeah.
I see you.
Smaller in real life.
Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Shall I offer you a drink?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Cheers, though.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No, very nice to see you.
No, thank you, bro.
Hello.
Steve, how are you, mate? Tommy.
How are you?
I'm good, mate.
All good.
Bro, mate, have you still got all those hidden cameras?
Yeah, of course I have, yeah.
Could I borrow
What do
them?
you need?
Yeah, but when I say borrow them, can I borrow? I'm going to need to take them for weeks because I've got so much to do. It's a long story. I'll explain when I see you. But I'm in a bit of a situation. I need some hidden cameras.
This is not a problem. I'll put some kit together for you.
That's it. So that's the idea. The idea is, I've got a friend there, Secret Steve, who has all sorts of cameras. Yeah, he's a private investigator. I need to show the public everything I've heard today. I need the public to hear and know the truth. I need them to know how much they've been lied to by the media about what happened in this town. And the only way, unfortunately, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is with hidden cameras. Because today, I've heard the truth But I need every one of you to know the truth. And everyone's too scared. That's why I said Project Fear. Everyone is too scared to speak the truth or to come to court. So I'm going to end up getting hammered in court. The whole world told I've lied when I haven't. I was the only journalist in the UK who told the truth. So we need to prove it. So we'll shoot down the motorway now. We'll go get these hidden cameras. These are all. So this is a tie. There's a camera in that. That's the camera. Mad, isn't it? There's the camera there. You've got everything here. Cameras, glasses. I don't wear glasses, so that's going to be awkward. That's the bottom of a coffee cup. So you put that on the bottom of the coffee cup. I feel like James Bond. This today, that's the camera. I'll have to take this off, but it doesn't matter because apparently this records all the audio, records everything. That's the camera, and I feel a little bit dirty doing this, but it is the only way I'm going to get people to speak. And then I need you to hear what I hear.
The idea that people would maraud the streets looking for him was appalling. The fact that the video itself, although it showed the accumulation of things that had built up to that, did not deserve what happened to him or to anybody else in that situation. And I'm afraid the media, I call it a perfect storm. I was getting emails from Pakistan, from Australia, from America, telling me to resign. So it went worldwide, and I'm afraid I came into teaching to help poor people, and they got rid of me. I've got a problem here. I lost my job over this. And as a result, the council has told me that I cannot speak to anybody ever about it. So unfortunately...
Well, you lost your job over to Mel Bailey people.
I was there when it happened. I was there when I dealt with the situation. And then Ofsted came when Trevor wasn't there anymore. That's all I can say. I got a job. So that's where it's left me. And I can live with that, but Bailey were only 15. However, that's different. He's a young man with a life that he should be. He's an articulate lad. He's got a lot about him. That's terrible. I can't.
No.
If I do, I could get myself into real trouble.
No, okay.
I could really serious trouble. Real trouble because part of the councils
They signed an NDA or something.
so they've said you can't discuss it.
And what was the NDA? So you keep your pension? So you get a pension?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, bruv.
I have to be very careful about what I say to it. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I really am not. So I can't discuss it. I can't discuss it with the media. Those wanted to have the line saying
Against it,
which
yeah.
I've never had. Never been allowed to have. Never been allowed to say goodbye to my staff. Was just told to leave. So I worked there nearly 30 years, 20 years, and never got a card, never got a goodbye.
This whole thing was refused. The whole thing was used.
Yes.
To push them all
And hijacked and by the right of the political person, by the right and the left. It was hijacked and spun all out of proportion, and now we've got problems.
So essentially what?
So what you meet is a wall of silence.
What a mess.
It is a mess, but it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy for Bailey. I'm not sure Jamal will get anything out of this ever in his life, positive out of it either, necessarily. He might have got a few silver coins from Judas, but that's about it. You know, that's it.
The thing is, they went from having 6 weeks, 4 weeks for it. And then on the same day at the same time, they've looked at the tournaments, the GoFundMe set up, the statements released.
Now you see you're putting a picture together.
And then they built up.
I couldn't comment on that, but you've got a picture there.
And built up as a racist instrument. Can't see him, he's English. Job done. Already, that's gold, yeah? I know that's gold. All I hope that's recorded. I can't turn a computer on. So I just pray that's got the audio and the visual, and it's not pointing up there, that we've got it, because that was the head teacher. And that's the first visit. And I know this is going to work. So I now need, just off that, I didn't think he'd talk. I thought he'd shut the door in the face. He didn't. He seemed like he wanted to talk. There's a lot he wants to say. So, yeah, let's go. Next pressure. was saying, was there a racism problem in the school? And
Well, no, I don't think there was.
what about other Syrian refugees? Like, do you think what happened to Jamal in the school was because he was a Syrian refugee?
No, not all. I told you before that would have happened if the child was white, big, blue, whatever colour.
They're all scared.
Yeah. There's all the careers, aren't there? I work for probation service now.
You do now?
Yeah. So I don't know where I stand with it. If I go, I could lose my job.
What about if... No, and I wouldn't...
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get it, bro.
I work for probation service now. You see, if I didn't work for...
You see, if you were someone...
If I didn't work for the fucking public sector no more, I'd say, God, they can go fuck themselves, they can't. You know what I mean?
So they seem to be pretty keen on these NDAs.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Secretary Council. But I can't disclose that with you.
Like what?
Loads. I'm saying I can't disclose it because I signed it.
That incident was talked about by Theresa May at a G20 summit. We asked her a question about it. We were then Ofsteded by 5 of the top inspectors in the country. But I was on 1 registered inspector. We had the head of safeguarding. I had Amanda Spielman, the head of Ofsted, speaking to me about it. If you want my honest opinion, they said, get up there, I don't know who they is, get up there and shut that school. Get up there and get rid of this.
Get rid of the problem. Over the baby.
Correct.
Over to Mal.
Correct. Get up there and get rid of it.
Why do you think that is? Well, do you think, because I looked at Jamal, because he come here 2 years ago, I've got so many negative things said about him now by so many people. But I mean so many. Well, I mean, I've got children that I talked to before.
We have 9 Syrian children, 9 families.
Yep.
We'll have an issue.
Well, my view is that you won't get much of an answer out of Rob because he worked there and he's bound by various confidentiality. So.
Non-disclosure agreements. Do you get paid as well?
Not them.
They all have. Every teacher got paid, not to tell the truth. But the head teacher can't even talk about Jamal at all.
No, neither can I.
But can you? What's her name?
Well, if you work it out, it must be a good one, mustn't it?
Oh, yeah. Did you work there as well?
No, I was the chair of government there, but so it's not...
What my issue is...
You're not going to get anywhere, really.
No, yeah.
And Rob wouldn't talk to you either, so it's...
They're trying to...
It's pointless me even giving you...
I told the truth.
Your contact details.
Okay.
It wouldn't work.
I told the truth about what happened that day.
I am not even answering.
His life was destroyed.
Well, that's not fair either, is it?
As a racist bully, he won't.
I mean,
I know.
and I both know that.
I know.
But it's the truth, it's just...
How much money is it?
I can't see the finger because if I see the finger, it goes out.
Just made it. 18. I've just found out. Well, the head teacher's told us already that he was blackmailed and threatened. I've just found out of Kumar. He was paid £18,000. Paid, he said, I can't take it. I signed it. I was paid. So paid what? He was paid money by the local council so he can't tell the truth about what's gone on in that school. They've given everyone non-disclosure agreements. From school staff to governors and Paul Kumar to get £18,000. He's not even involved. If you live here, if you live in this area, got tax money, he's got 18 grand. How much the head teacher got? He must have got 6 figures. How much money have they spent on this lie? We put in a freedom of information request to Kirklees Council to find out exactly how much they'd spent of taxpayers' money to get the silence of their staff. They didn't answer the first request. They avoided the second. Only when we sent them legal letters, because they had to, by law, answer these questions, did we get our answer. They'd spent over £250,000. Nearly £275,000 of taxpayers' money was spent making people remain silent. Well, they've spent money silencing everybody, so no one can ever, this is forever, once you sign that agreement, no one can ever tell the truth, while they pushed this manufactured lie that destroyed lives, schools, communities, everyone's life. I've seen life after life after life, person after person's life destroyed, while the council, your local council, Kirklees Council, give away hundreds of thousands of pounds to make sure that the truth can never be told. I can't believe it. I knew from day dot, I asked myself the question, when this was blowing up and I knew the truth, I kept saying, how come no teacher's telling the truth? If all those teachers know what's gone on in that school, how come none of them are coming out and saying, well, now we know. Now the whole world's going to know. Because Coatley Council paid them not to. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Jamal was in the year?
Yeah, he was in the same year.
What was Jamal's attitude like?
He wasn't very nice. He called female teachers bitches. He just didn't really have respect for the female students, to be honest. Yeah, basically we were in a PE lesson and we were playing hockey with a teacher called Mr. Cattell, and I had taken the hockey puck off of Jamal because I was on the other team and sent it to the other side of the room where my teammates were, and I then turned around and just felt a really sharp pain in my back, and he'd swung the hockey stick over his head and hit me in the spine with it.
Do you think there's any way that could have been an accident?
No. It knocked me to my knees.
It knocked you to your knees? How long had Jamal been at school when this happened?
About 2 weeks. I've had lasting injuries from it. It's caused me to have severe pain in the top of my back, and I'm on medication for pain.
Still now?
Yeah.
Did Jamal get in trouble for this?
Not that I'm aware of.
First, I want to apologise to anyone I've been forced to record with a hidden camera. Sadly, people are terrified to tell the truth because of the potential consequences. But the truth still needs to be told.
Do you remember of any incident specifically with Jamal with dogs?
Well, there was that one where he hit that girl with hockey stick, wasn't it?
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
I think of the name then.
Yeah, in Moscow.
Lovely little girl, that.
Yeah.
It was just rude to him, obnoxious, bloody nasty. No respect for ladies, no respect for girls.
Yeah.
Expected everybody to bow down to him.
Because I was like, he was like to the side of it, he was like tried like pushing me, like tried pushing me like this and that you like he would have actually hit me. So I moved and he moved his arm as if he was going to press back the face like that.
Okay. And he did, but on that day he spat at you multiple times. Where'd the spit go?
Like literally all on my uniform outside and all down the school bag. So when I went home I told my mum we were disgusted in it, but the school said that because it was outside of school time they can't really do much about it.
Okay.
He's a nasty little piece of shit.
Was he?
Yeah. And I told you to listen to that when she rang me.
Okay.
Horrible boy.
Was he?
Yeah. And it's all that.
What was he like at school then?
Nasty.
To?
Everybody and anybody. He has no respect for women at all. None. And even staff.
No respect for him?
No. I told you to all this on phone.
Okay.
Jamal grabbed him by his tie, which just threw him against the wall, cracked his head open against back at wall and just kept throwing him against the wall. This kid was out unconscious already. That's just malicious. That's just intent to kill.
Also,
Were they?
they had a young lad and a girl, and